Okay, welcome back. Last time you left off, I was traveling around in a ship off in the Great Abyss and lost this. No, I did not find it. Um, as you can tell by the beacon, I crashed ship. That is 39,000 units away. That's how far away from home I ended up drifting. Crashed into a asteroid, and it allowed me to respawn back here at a base because there's a medical room, which I totally forgot about. So this is a medical bay. This is basically your respawn point in games. As long as one of these is standing, you have the option to spawn here. So pretty slick. It sucks that I lost that ship. It is a long ways away. But we now have a point of reference on the horizon. And let's see here. What are we doing here for power? Let's check this out, shall we? 196 days. And it's still producing. Nope, it's done producing. So we have 150 bars of iron. Lots of uranium. Cool. So that means that thing's sitting idle. That's not good. Let's go grab some iron. Oh wait. Show you a cool little trick to make it a little bit easier. While I was using our little we say Jeep truck. Oh, helps the camera's facing the right direction. So what you do is you go down inside where you're going to mine. And find a little crater like that one right there, right in front of us. I'm driving into it. Spin your ship. Wind it down. Get it down there in the hole just like so. And then we're going to turn our gravity generator back on. We turn it down though, so it doesn't use as much power. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to stop all the rocks from floating away, and we can capture them. So we're going to make this thing big. Whoops. Lots and lots of gravity, but not very much of it. So what these do is, consider there's a ball or a box around the gravity generator, and this is how far out that gravity will reach. Helps you turn it on though. So you see our field time dropped to 17 days. I am not okay with that, so we're going to drop this down just a touch. Oh, really? Right. Height? I don't think we need the height to be that high. We're just gonna go to 50. Depth we want low. Width would take us as it is as well. And we'll drop that down as well. How does that look now? 49 days. Much better. Let's go mining. So you see gravity 1.1 Gs. And the arrow, that's the direction that rocks will go. And you notice the rocks are falling down. And the cool part is you can cut little veins like that, and they'll go falling down into the bottom of that valley. So then I can go down there and collect all those up, put them into the ship, and it'll get refining. I'll actually go ahead and grab them up real quick. And we'll get them in the ship so they can start refining right away. There it goes. Hear it kicking away. Alright. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to mine in a circle to help with the whole gravity and rocks falling down inside the hole. You want to make this as efficient as possible because it takes energy to do these things. So looks like this is the middle. So what we'll do is carve ourselves a little hole. There they go. So we're just gonna carve up iron for a while. And look at that, all filled up. Nice. Alright, so got this going here. And now I just go like this. Hungry, hungry hippo. Nom 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 nom. Just. Well, you heard the lady. That's all we can hold. So we come back up here. Refinery. Get that thing a cooking. So once you get this nice bowl shape going, you're going to start wanting to harvest higher up so all the stuff falls into the bowl. Again, try to make it as efficient as possible. So work smarter, not harder, right? Working harder in space is a bad thing. So, I mean, that's why, you know, NASA spends, well, I don't agree with that, but NASA spends millions of dollars to try to make things as easy as possible. But as Elon Musk has pointed out, he can do things easier and cheaper. There's a little bit more thought involved. So I like the guy. He's got a lot of cool inventions, and I consider him the modern day Tony Stark. Or the real world, I should say, not the modern day. Alright. So that should be enough iron for a little bit. So get this cleaned up here. Need a little Hoover system to vacuum this stuff up with, right? There's a couple cool little ways to go about doing that. But they all require pretty advanced levels of material. So made some pretty massive forms of miners to harvest materials. Some on the level of hundreds of thousands of units of ore in a single swath, just chewing up rock. Oh, where's that voice? There she is. Okay. Oh, we got some uranium in there too. Refinery. We're definitely going to want to pick up some more uranium because of turning our gravity generator on and continuing to run the refinery again. We're using up that power. It's a constant struggle keeping that power up and getting those resources you need to expand. So there'll be a pilgrimage eventually to go out and get that ship at 39,000 units out and either repair it or destroy it. So, alright, let's see. We got iron cooking. So now that we got iron cooking, what do you do with it once it's cooked? Alright. Come up here. We're going to go to the assembler. Production. What shall we make? We need steel plates. Lots of them. Because, well, we can't salvage too much of the ship without being able to save or build our base up there and take us away. There has to be a balance. So we need supplies. We need steel plates. Lots of them. So you can click through like that. And it just built 3. The 3 I clicked. Or you can hold down control. It'll build 10. Or you can hold down shift. It'll build 100. So I'm going to queue it up to build, I don't know, about 3... How about 400? 400 and then change. Alright, so that's clicking away. So we don't really need our gravity anymore. So I'll come over here. Gravity. Off. Save that power. We're down to 4 days. But we have our assembler working, and our refinery going. So 4 days with all this machinery running, that's pretty good. Our total output, if you look in the right hand corner, we have one reactor producing 5 megawatts of power. We're currently only using 11.4% of that power. So we could definitely use up a lot more power if we wanted to. Not recommending we do, but we could. So I'll come up here and grab some more uranium. Oops, wrong button. We dug a hole into one of those spaces. So when you're not using gravity, a cool little trick that I use is to dig straight in. And in doing so, all the rock that would have floated away kind of gets trapped in a little tube. And then I use that tube to my advantage to collect it. And I'm not seeing that little tube I dug. Not exactly easy with the darkness the way it is. I attack the darkness. Alright, let's go in there. Okay. And we're into rock already. So every Thursday, I mentioned before, all kinds of new stuff gets added, or they fix things, or so on Thursdays when if I'm playing, that will be part of my subject of discussion. Will be what's new to the game, what new feature is there, how does it work, and yeah. I'll try to be doing, I'll kind of let you guys know when I use a mod, who made the mod, maybe even link it to the Steam Workshop, so you guys can, if you like it, you can find it. I personally like that when I see a mod in someone's game, and it's like, man, that's really cool, I'd love to be able to play that, and they don't link it, and it's like, oh man, that's a really awesome mod, I really wish I could use it, and doesn't happen. So you can harvest stone. It becomes gravel. It has a very, very limited use. It only makes one thing right now. That's reactor components. We will need those eventually, but the most abundant source in all of Space Engineers is stone. Second, it is iron. The outside face of every asteroid is stone. That's stone. All this gray is stone. So, not hard to come by. So let's go get some steel plates and try to finish this little platform up a little bit. Let's see here. So we made 413 steel plates. We're going to go up there and we're going to weld on our little platform and start to make it look cozy. As cozy as you can get in the deep, cold vacuum of space. Bum, 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 bum. Lots of welding. Space Engineers, aka the welding simulator, or mining simulator, or grinding simulator, and now the Space Flight Exploratorium simulator. And that was 400 and change plates right there, gone. I have no more. And like that, this is that little struggle I was telling you about where it's, you know, constant push and give. So let's go down here and we'll get production going on some more. Maybe 400 more. We'll use them. Steel plates is used in 80%, if not more, of all the items you need in the game. So they produce fast, so that's a good thing. And yeah, here, yeah, we're already up to 100, and let's go ahead and stop it at 115. There we go, right on the dot. Nice. Where are we? There it is. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to get a beacon on this thing, won't it? Whew. So you don't have to fly 40,000 units away. Alright. Hey, we're home. Okay. You know, I'm thinking that beacon out there, good reminder of happenstance of mistake level 1. Don't do this again. Alright, so let's see here. Up we go. Let's fix our camera here. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strip this ship. If it's not essential, it's going to come off and it's going to go onto that platform instead. Our goal now is to try and make two things. Make a small runabout ship and this. And that platform, I mean. This thing here, as we know it, will probably cease to exist. So, everything needs power. Nothing works in this game without power at all. Even our suit. Our suit doesn't work without power. We die. So, like the refinery's kicking away, we have our nuclear reactor here. So basically what ends up happening is anything I move to that platform without power, the platform's dead. It doesn't work. Once I remove power from the ship's dead. So nothing works. The engines turn off. Everything just stops working. So yeah. That's where the fun begins, is trying to figure out how to balance what I want to not be on this ship and what to be on this platform. let's start with seeing what it takes to build reactor components, because we were just talking about that. Production. I want to build a reactor for my ship that I plan on building later. We'll need gravel, silver, nickel, cobalt, silicon, and gold. So basically, all those numbers in the red in the middle stored materials section is what I need to build one reactor for a small ship. That's a lot of materials. Yeah, that's rather bothersome. Even an ore detector. That's crazy. Alright. So I can make a lot of things. Wow, I really am at a loss of where to go. And I've been playing this game a long time. This is frustrating. Okay, so we have power, we have iron, but we need more materials, but we also don't want to lose home again. So we need, what do we need? We need some type of beacon to find our way home. A beacon. Radio communication components. Computers. Man, all those things take a lot of parts. And I do mean a lot of parts. Okay, production. Radio communication. Silicon. So which is cheaper? I think they're the same price for materials. Okay, so the idea is that an antenna can broadcast your location. So can a beacon. A beacon does it better. But I believe it costs more in the way of materials to make. And this is again where you guys are watching saying, hey, it's right there. So iron, we get iron. That's not a hard one to get. Silicon and gold though. Alright, so here's what we do. You click beacon and it's going to say I need all of these resources. And so it's going through right now. I'm going to build this many iron plates, this many construction components, small steel tubes, and it's going to get to computers and stop. Actually, it's going to stop on the large steel tubes with not enough iron, but we have some cooking, so that's okay. So, computers, they need silicon and gold, and that needs silicon as well. So we need silicon. Where can we find silicon? Well, there's parts on the ship that use silicon. That is glass. That's made up of silicon. It has bulletproof glass. Lots of it, actually. Alright. I'm going to take this apart, too. Let's see. We don't really need this ramp. Alright. So now we're going to come up here, go to this assembler, and we're going to take all this bulletproof glass and put in here. Then we'll go to production, and we're going to disassemble the glass. So what the assembler does is it also disassembles. So now, we look in our inventory, we have silicon. Ta-da! Alright. Awesome stuff right there. But we're still missing gold. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to find something that uses gold. Gravity generator components. Ooh, we have a gravity generator, but do we want to really break it down? Alright, I'm going to say no. Ooh, thruster components. They use gold. And there's lots of thrusters on this ship. So I guess this is a good time to go over dynamics of shipbuilding. When you're building a ship, you need a thruster to go in every ordinate direction. Up, down, left, right, front, and back. All relative to one thing. The direction the cockpit is facing. Whichever direction the cockpit is facing, that is forward to the ship. And orientation declares up and down. So what ends up happening is if I cut both of those thrusters right there and right there off, if I start going forward without these here, it will not stop. It will just continue to go forward. As it's space, you can rotate the ship around and use the back thrusters to slow you down. So what we're going to do is, since there's 4 of these on the back and only 2 on the front, well, we're just going to cut one of these off. We're going to steal the components. There we go. And we'll do like we did with the bulletproof glass, break it down. So we'll come in here, take some of these, drag that over here. We'll break down 20 of them. And when that's done, we come back over to assembling, and voila. Do we have enough to get us through? We do. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to build a beacon. So we come over to inventory. We grab everything we can. Everything we don't need, we're going to take and drop off in here. So we can carry all the rest of our stuff. Let's see, we need those. Alright, so what we're going to go do is we're going to go place this beacon. So the question is, do we place it here? Or do we place it there and move our reactor? For now, we're going to place it here. Notice this thing's a massive beast of a device. Alright, here it is. We're making progress. The wheels of progress. Almost done. Woohoo. Now we need 8 computers and some more steel plates. Let's find our computers. So if you have a lot of inventory, you just come up here. Computers. And there it is. And there it is, glowing in our face. A glowing measure of success, beacon. So now we get to come over here, climb in the seat, go to the beacon. It says beacon. We're going to call it, let's call it the truck. The truck. 10,000 meters. No, we don't need it that far. We're going to reduce that down to 5,000 meters. The reason is it uses energy, just like everything else. It uses power. So you want to only use what you need. So speaking of which, we're on 5 days. That's with production going though. Refinery off. 257 days once the refiner stops running, so we're good. But for now, we need it running, so get back to work. So the cool part is now we know where home is. So now we can leave the truck here and head out. Specifically, we're going to start looking for components to make another reactor. So we have 2 reactors. 2 reactors would be nice. Power. So you have a small reactor. Takes a ton of components. Oh, looks like we could almost do if we had silver and nickel. Let's go back over here. Well, that would get us nickel if we can find some motors. I think some come in the thrusters. Medical components. There's only one place those come from. And that's a med bay. And we're not cutting that up. Alright, so, theory. Okay, so did we take that whole motor down? We did. Alright. Wow. Alright, we're going to wrap this episode up here. We made some pretty good progress. We got back home. We have the truck in place, or the beacon. The beacon in place. The shiny bright beacon of hope. There's hope for us yet. We have found a way to mark home. We dubbed it the truck. You guys don't like the truck? Let me know in the comments. Maybe we'll change it up. Now we'll start working on base. Get home base working and get it up and running. Maybe get a beacon on it so we can actually use the truck for its namesake to be a truck. Alright, thanks YouTubers. Like, comment, and hey, hit that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. More content to come. And leave your comments so I can make the content better. Later.